Welcome back to Pandemic Legacy Season 1. We're in March, and up first, Trevor. Trevor is currently sitting here in Madrid, and he's the medic, so he can take all cubes off when he does a treat disease action. And he's got 3 yellow cards, 2 red, 1 black. Alright, let's figure out what we want to do with Trevor. Alright, I think he's just going to hang around Europe and try to get rid of some of these disease cubes. He's going to go 1 to Paris. His second action is to remove the cubes from Paris. His third action will be to move to Milan, if I can get these cubes out of my hand. And for his fourth action, he'll do his local connections. Once per turn, you may treat disease of a city connected to your city. So he'll treat Istanbul and get rid of the 2 black cubes on there. Very quickly. That was Trevor's turn. He's friends with Nick, family with Claire. Claire's not in this game this time. We're playing with Trevor, Vicky, Gwen, and Nick, our operations expert. Okay, it's time for Trevor to grab a couple cards. He has 6. He's going to have to discard 1. Alright, Trevor gets a couple of cards. Ooh! And he gets Miami. He's got 4 yellow now, and he gets Tokyo. He's got to discard 1 card, and I think because we are clearing the black disease on Vicky's turn, he's going to go ahead and discard Karachi. Alright, that leaves him 3 red cards. Well, why does he need red cards? Well, he might want to fly over, do some quarantine action. It's hard to say. Alright, now it's time to infect some cities. It's infect those cities time. 2 of them still, and Algiers. Oh, we're getting close to getting rid of the black disease. So now we have 2 there. Oof, okay. And the second one is going to be Khartoum. We get Cobra 403 in Khartoum. All right, that's it. Up next is going to be Vicky. Now, Vicky is up there with Trevor in Milan, and she has the Milan card, so that's not going to do her any good. Okay, she has got 4 black cards. She can cure the black disease. So for her first action, she's going to move to Essen, the CDC there. And for her second action, yeah, she will indeed go ahead and spend her 4 cards to cure black disease. Yes, it's cured. Alright, we have managed to cure the black disease. However, it's not eradicated. And the only 2 cubes on the entire board are sitting at Algiers. Oh, and there's no way she can get there and wipe them out right now. So, that's not going to happen. She's got 2 actions remaining, though. Let's see what she wants to do with them. Okay, for her final 2 actions, I think she's going to fly from Essen all the way to Taipei. Never mind this CDC over here. And for her final action, she will do a quarantine action, which she's not really known for, but she's going to go ahead and quarantine right there so we do not get any more red cubes in there, because the red disease cannot be cured and it cannot be treated at all. So we've got to keep the whole Pacific Rim area pretty much under control. Alright, it is time now for Vicky to draw a couple of cards. Alright, Vicky's going to be drawing a couple cards, and ooh, she gets Chicago. She has 3 blue cards now. Oh yeah. But, yeah, epidemic. Alright, move the infection rate marker forward 1 space. Let's start with that. Alright, the infection rate marker is going ahead 1 space. That's still on 2. The next part I never like. It is draw the bottom card from the infection deck and put 3 cubes on that city and then discard that card. So from the back of the deck we get Cairo, and we're going to be putting 3 cubes there, and then we discard this card. Ooh, this is nasty. Well, so much for curing the black disease, the unnamed. There we go, 3 on Cairo. Ooh, and yep, continue on with the card. Shuffle the cards in the infection discard pile and put them on top of the infection deck. And then we're going to be infecting cities. Ooh, not good. Alright, so we're going to be grabbing all the cards in the discard pile, and we're going to be giving them a good shuffle and putting them back on top of the infection deck. And then we're going to be drawing a couple of cards. Yep, this might be bad, especially if we draw Cairo. That would be very bad. We'll see. Can we not draw it? That would be very good. Okay, we've shuffled enough. And now, the first of two is Istanbul. Okay, I worried there for a second. Istanbul. Man, this stuff just does not want to go away. And the second card for Vicky's turn is New York. Okay, New York gets a second Milan-Pox cube. Oh dear, all right. Over we go now to a Gwen, who is currently sitting right here at Calcutta. We're going to see what she's going to do for her turn. It'd be nice if she could give Trevor a yellow card. They'd have to meet in Khartoum or Lima. That might be tricky. Let's see what we can do with her. Alright, so for Gwen's first action, she's a quarantine specialist. Once per turn, you may use a quarantine action to place a quarantine marker anywhere on the board. Yes, indeed. Cairo. She's going to place a quarantine marker on there, because that will at least prevent an outbreak. She has 3 actions remaining. Let's see what she's going to do with them. Alright, for her final 3 actions, she's going to spend the Baghdad card to fly directly to Baghdad. So that's going to be her second action. She's flying here. Her third action and her fourth action will be finishing up in Khartoum. And we want to end off there because if we can get Trevor over there, which it looks likely, then Trevor and her could exchange and he can end up with 5 yellow cards. So that's what we're going to do. Alright, that was all of her actions, and now it's time for her to draw a couple cards. Drawing a couple cards time. I don't know if we're going to get an epidemic this quickly. Let's hope not. Wow! Atlanta and Paris. Okay, she has 2 blue cards if she can meet Vicky in Paris. Wow, okay, we have possibilities to cure a couple more diseases. Alright, let's go over to Nick and have him take a turn. But of course we have to infect cities first. 2 of them. So the first city we're going to infect for Gwen's turn is Madrid. Okay, this stuff just does not want to go away, does it? Madrid, right here. We got 2 on there. And the next one is going to be Algiers. Oh, wow. Now Algiers has 3. Ooh, 3 and 3. This is not good. Alright, over we do go now to Nick. Nick's been busy building military bases, so he will probably continue that. Alright, so I think he is going to build another couple military bases. His ability is pretty crazy for doing that. It's an action. Once per turn, you, as an action, move from any city containing a structure. He's currently in Lagos with a military building to any city containing a structure, and then by discarding any card. So basically he's at a structure, he can discard any card and fly anywhere in the world, is bottom line. So he's just going to discard Delhi because that's already cured. He's discarding Delhi and he's flying himself from his military base to Moscow. That's his first action. His second action is he can build a military base. Because his action says, as an action, build a structure in the city you are in, no card required. For his third action, he'll just move across the border into Asia to Tehran. And for his fourth and final action, yes indeed, he'll build another military base in Tehran. Now we have 5 on the board. Alright. He has 2 yellow cards left. Time for him now to draw a couple cards. Alright, it's time for him to draw 2 cards and... Ooh, we get a... Okay, Washington. Well, ooh. Okay, that might be alright. And he gets funded event, local initiative. Place a quarantine marker on any 2 cities on the board. He is going to burn that right now. He's going to do it. Any 2 cities on the board? Let's get to it. City number 1. He is going to do is Algiers. They both have 3. They both have quarantine markers. And the second one is going to be Sydney. Alright, that card came up at a good time. Sydney now gets one of them. Wow. Okay, perfect. And now it is time to infect some cities. Let's see what happens. Alright, it's infect cities time. 2 of them. First one is going to be Sao Paulo. Oh dear. All right, some Paulo is going to be getting some Cobra 403. There's 2 on there now, but there's a military base, so we could actually have Nick fly there and do his stuff if he needs to. Vicky could also get over there. We'll see what happens. And the second city that's going to get an infection cube is Montreal. Ooh, that's starting to ramp up over there in North America too, because Montreal's got 2 now, New York's got 2, Madrid has 2. Oh dear, and that's it. All right, that's going to wrap up our episode for today. So we have currently now 5 military bases on the board. We've 1 in North America, 1 in South America. We got 1 in Europe now, 1 in Asia, 1 in Africa. We just need 1 in the Pacific Rim, and we'll have 1 of our 2 objectives done. We've cured the black disease. We need to cure Milan Pox and Cobra 403, the yellow. Milan Pox is blue. Cobra 403 is yellow. We do that, we win March. We'll have completed 2 of the 3 objectives, and we'll see if we can pull this off. Oh man, it's too bad we can't eradicate the black. I don't think we can do it. 2, 3, 4. No, not quite enough actions. Oh, almost. Almost. Okay, thanks so much, and we'll see you tomorrow. Continuation, Pandemic Legacy. Season 1, we're playing March.